If I told you I could get your clinic 50,000 views on a video, I'm sure you'd be interested. But a question I would ask is, who would those 50,000 people be? Because if you're a cash pay clinic treating hormones and metabolic optimization and really building a service that's built on trust, often requiring someone to agree to pay you thousands of dollars, virality may not be the goal. In fact, you don't need everyone watching your videos. You need the right people watching your videos enough so that they build a trust with you and they know if you're the right person to help them. And that's exactly where I think a lot of clinic owners get video content wrong. Because we look at a video that has achieved thousands of views and we see that as a massive success. And then we look at a video that's maybe only gotten 50 views or 100 views and we see that as a failure. But those numbers alone don't really tell the story and they don't really paint a clear picture. Because a clinic owner and a content creator have wildly different goals and completely different objectives. If you're a traditional content creator, then attention itself is the goal, and you will work to earn that attention by any means necessary. But if you're a clinic owner, the goal is to build trust and to create a sense of authority around your expertise, so the person watching your videos can understand and know if you're the right person to help them. Let's take two different scenarios as an example. Let's say one video is created just for attention, and maybe it's called Doctor Reacts to Crazy Celebrity Weight Loss Transformations. The goal then would be to get as many people to watch that video as possible. The title implies that it's a dramatic transformation, it's a reaction video. The goal is just attention and honestly, probably entertainment. But on the other hand, if you created a video with specificity and relevance and meaning, maybe for example, why some men still feel awful after 6 months on TRT, the person that's more likely to watch that video is going to be doing so because it means something to them. Maybe they are experiencing that themselves. Maybe it's something that they want to fix. Maybe it's something they're ready to take action on. And you can see how these two different videos have wildly different outcomes. One may see a higher view count, but the other one sees more actionable response. And another thing to consider here is most people aren't going to spend just 8 minutes watching one of your videos and then be prepared to spend thousands of dollars with you and entrust the entirety of their well-being and health in your hands. It's going to take some time. It is going to require a foundation of trust. Maybe they're nervous about hormones. Maybe they've kind of become intimidated with the thought or idea of injecting themselves with a medication. Maybe this whole world is just overwhelming to them as a whole and they don't even know where to begin. So you creating content for them to help them through that journey, alleviate some of those fears and concerns, provide value and information where it matters, is a much different process than just chasing views for the sake of chasing views. So maybe played out, it looks something like they find one of your videos that gets them in the door. Maybe it's a video that addresses one of their more pressing concerns. Maybe it's around symptoms. Maybe they feel seen and heard and understood because you have explained the symptoms they are experiencing better than they can. You've articulated their problems better than they could. So already you've earned a bit of their trust. Maybe they watch another video after that shares a client win, some success stories that you've personally seen in your clinic, and that gives them hope. Maybe another video you've created is a little bit more about your philosophy, your own story, why you got into this work in the first place. So that gives a human connection to them and they begin to trust you more deeply and they start to see themselves potentially hiring you as their provider. And this is exactly what I build with the clinicians that I work with. We build a system of videos. We're not chasing virality, but we're building a library because trust is built through understanding and authority is what happens when that trust accumulates. And that is a much different way of looking at content than most because you're not sitting down on Monday morning thinking, what video should I create next? Instead, your question is, what are we building? What does someone need to understand before they become a patient with us? What are questions my existing patients are already asking because then they're validated? What are some things that I can help alleviate around fears and concerns and questions and ultimately objections for my prospective patients? These are built out as resources, your library of valuable videos for the specific person you're trying to reach. which is exactly why there are several things I care much more about than just chasing view counts and virality. And the first is relevance. Is this video even relevant to the right person? Does this mean something? Is it going to matter to the person you're trying to reach, to the prospective patient, the ideal patient persona that's right for you? Second is depth. Is there anything in this video that is actually going to move the needle for them? Does it help them understand something that they otherwise wouldn't? Is it actually going to solve a problem for them? Or is it going to kind of sit in this surface level generic information they can find anywhere on the internet? And then finally, we want to look at this zoomed out and realizing that these videos work together. They complement one another. They can help in multiple different ways. They can answer questions, they can provide insight, they can alleviate these fears and concerns, collectively becoming a resource for the right person. Let's say you have a video called "Should Men Over 50 Consider TRT?" And then naturally, maybe another video you've created that is meaningful to that same person is what to expect during your first appointment for hormone optimization. Maybe another video dives a little bit deeper into your approach and philosophy, and maybe that is titled, "How do we know if testosterone therapy is the right fit for you?" All of these videos are meaningful to that same person, and they answer something a little bit different. And then maybe they find the video that you've created around your origin story that helps them to see you as the right fit for them as a human, the person connecting with the patient. So it's important to point out that I'm not saying that more views on your video is a bad thing. I'm just saying build around the right goal. The goal should not be chase attention at all costs. Create whatever content is trending to get more people to view it, but create the content that is the most appropriate fit for the right person you're trying to reach. We want depth, resonance, significance. We want the videos to actually mean something and matter for your ideal prospective patients. So if your clinic gets a viral video that amasses huge view counts and achieves tons of new reach, take the win. That's incredible. I'm simply saying the strategy should not be to aim for that outcome. Do not chase virality, build a library. Because at the end of the day, the real job is not for your clinic to become famous. It's for the right people to see your videos and to build trust before they ever even walk through your front door. And if you're a clinic owner trying to navigate this world and figure out what videos you should make, that's exactly what I do. I created a tool just for you called the Authority Building Blueprint. You can find it below. It is completely free and it will help you map out your first stages of videos to build your authority video systems. So be sure to subscribe to this channel if this content was helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next one.